Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
So I saw a video of Vindicator, and I wanted to shout him out because he's been doing a really good job in regards to covering Tommy Robinson and his censorship. And I used a clip from The Matrix because I think it's valid in this regard, because Tommy Robinson has been censored left and right. He's been censored not to speak. He's been censored when it comes to social media platforms. They've been trying to censor anything he's been saying. Now, if there's any video I can recommend with Tommy Robinson, I would recommend the Oxford one, where he was speaking about his situation, where he again was censored by the police because he was not allowed to speak freely on when he did that speech. And Facebook is just another one of these social media platform that likes to censor things, because I think I've made it pretty clear on my channel. I despise censorship. If you have a problem with someone's opinion or argument, philosophy, whatever it is, you can hash it out by discussing it rationally and doing it with free speech. The best way to solve things is not to limit speech, it's to have more free speech. And it's the same thing that happened to Cantancula. He basically got censored as well by having to pay a fine for being grossly offensive, which is a very dangerous precedent. And Tommy Robinson has been in jail several times, and it's known that he's been unjustly jailed for what he said. He's basically, the last time he was in jail, he was put into contempt of court, was basically him just reading articles of that were public in front of the courthouse. Now, I don't know who is behind the censorship, if it's the government itself or someone with influence. Someone wants to shut Tommy Robinson up, and it is very dangerous situation for him to be put in jail, because a lot of the people in jail hate basically Tommy Robinson because of his stance against Islam, and him criticizing the terrorists, the grooming gangs, the criminals basically in his community, and he's come out against it. Do I always agree with Tommy Robinson and his methods? No, I don't really. That's what public discourse is, and what it's like to disagree with someone. But I do agree with a lot of what he says, because he cites a lot of facts and uses evidence to back up his argumentation and his basically his argumentation and the facts he proposes. So for Facebook to censor him for just posting facts is really dangerous, because he's been censored off Twitter. He probably won't ever get on Patreon. PayPal is probably out for him as well. I haven't checked as the time I'm recording this, but the only way to really get updates from him is either from YouTube or his site freetommyrobinson.com, I believe it is. And I don't know what the hell is going on in especially in Europe right now. In Britain, in Germany and in Sweden, it's very dangerous for free speech, and they're setting dangerous precedents when they're jailing people for hate speech, which cannot be defined. And it is it's a slippery slope we're going down in Europe right now. I'm really jealous of what the Americans have with the First Amendment and how strong it is in the U.S. Norway does have a strong constitution and free speech, but there are some loopholes in it which isn't as probably not as strong as the First Amendment in the U.S. But when it comes to the censorship of Tommy Robinson, let the man speak. Let him speak, and if he's wrong, the best disinfectant is sunlight. But when you basically censor someone, you're basically telling them they're right. I also think the Tyrion quote from Game of Thrones is very fitting here. When you tear out a man's tongue, you are not proving him a liar. You're only telling him, you're only telling the world that you fear what he might have to say. And that's exactly what is happening here, unfortunately. So, I support Tommy Robinson in any way I can to spread his message, even though I might disagree with some of his methods. But I agree with what he has to say and don't want anyone censored. Basically, is what I'm trying to say here. It is very dangerous to censor people just because of basically what they're saying. He is not doing anything by the demon. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching and see you guys next time. Bye.